2, 1. All right. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco. Today's April 16th, 2022. Tomorrow's Easter. Yesterday was Passover. Everything's going good because yesterday was Good Friday.
Marco's really pushing to get the Christian audience on board.
Hey, I mentioned Passover. Is that not Jewish?
Okay. All right. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast, where we break down religious holidays and ceremonies we don't get.
Yeah, it's a major Jewish holiday. It's like one of their biggest holidays.
Really?
If not their biggest holiday, yeah.
You'd think that's bigger than a Hanukkah.
I'm pretty sure it actually is.
You're telling me Passover's bigger than day 6 of Hanukkah?
Do you want to get Joe in on this conversation? We could call him in. Phone a friend.
No, I think he's reluctant to come every other week. So if we can get him, we'll save him.
2 weeks in a row, that would be crazy. Oh, now we just spoiled next week that he may be here.
It's not even a spoiler because it'll become 11:25 and he'll just be, sorry guys.
I can't come.
He doesn't bring the dogs on Saturdays, does he?
To the gym now.
No. Okay, that's good.
And it's just the one dog anyways, that he brings there. But you should see this dog when it's not at the gym. You know, like how he's got it on like the 2-foot leash just in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
At like his house, you get out of the car, the dog jumps into the car right as soon as you open up the door on your lap, and it's like, well, now I can't get out of the car. Then you're walking up the hill, the dog's like doing circles around you, jumping up, like trying to get up to your face and everything. It's like, and we have that thing tied up when it's at the gym.
Cool story, bro. How's your week? Anything good going on?
Nothing much. Yeah. No, I just have 2 weeks of classes left on finals week, and then a year off from school. But aside from that, no, like nothing much this week. I had a chemistry exam yesterday. That was kind of brutal. Just like, I don't know. They tried putting too much on this exam. I don't like it like when teachers try to cram so much information in.
Usually the last exam is worse than the final, in my experience.
Yes.
Because they just rush to get through everything they didn't get to.
Well, now the final exam, it's not cumulative anymore.
No.
It's exam 4.
I've had teachers do that before, too.
Well, all teachers basically moved to it since COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their thought process... Like, it makes sense. Like, the cumulative exams was stupid.
I know for a long time teachers were just skipping the final, and then MCLA put a rule in that you had to do a final. But that was years ago.
Well, the past 2 years, or like, since like my freshman year, like we didn't really do finals in every class.
Mm-hmm.
Some would, some wouldn't. This year's the first year I have a final in every class though, and it's awful. First semester ever, and it's my final one.
Yeah, that's awful.
Don't seniors get benefits? Senior citizens get benefits.
$2 off the movie theater.
Yes. To see the next big hit, Multiverse of Madness.
You joke, but you go to the movies 10 times a year, it's $20.
I know.
That's a whole couple more movies.
Was it the AARP thing? Is that what it is?
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness, though, comes out in a couple weeks.
I'm excited.
I feel like this is going to have a seizure warning before it.
I think Doctor Strange 1 did too.
Oh, did it really?
I think so.
I like the multi-dimensional stuff.
Doctor Strange 2, I think, is the last movie I saw twice in theaters. Or Doctor Strange 1, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a great movie. Visually, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Oh, it was awesome.
But it's going to be packed.
Seems like they haven't said much about this new one. Very brief trailers. They have Scarlet Witch in there.
Yep.
But that's like all we know.
So, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Vision and Wanda. Have you watched it?
No.
So, this is where they show her turning.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the whole show is.
Yeah, I know.
They're slowly turning.
Yeah.
To a villain.
But it seems like they're also, like, she doesn't start off... She was in the villain at the end of the show, right?
Yes.
But it seems like when in the trailer when he goes to her... Did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
It seems like she's not a villain, or she's covering it up at least.
So
or maybe it's a different version of her.
He goes to her, and she's at the end of the show. She goes and self-isolates, to be alone. So he finds wherever she was. And she just wants to be left alone at this point.
Oh.
So, should be good. I was a little bummed. Thor Love and Thunder released their first teaser. No new footage. They released one of those, you remember him. And it shows Thor.
Oh, really?
From the second one. And then it's just like, then they show the Rainbow Bridge. It's just like, get ready for the next
I didn't
chapter.
even know that they did a teaser for it.
Well, I was super excited because it would start to trend, Love and Thunder teaser.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't any new footage. It just showed some characters.
Oh, that's lame. That's really lame.
But I'm honestly more excited for that one, I think, than Doctor Strange.
So I heard that in test screenings it got a standing ovation.
Doctor Strange?
No, Thor.
I think Thor 1 is a little tough to rewatch. The way they shot it was so dark.
Yeah.
All the fight scenes and everything, like, you have to turn the brightness way up just to attempt to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And the big villain is Loki, which is okay. Thor 2 is watchable, but notoriously known as one of the worst Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm. And then the third one just took a big turn.
Thor 3 is one of my favorites.
You know what's good though is Taika Waititi. He's done that one and he's doing the new one.
Is he on Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
So he's blowing up.
He's doing a new Star Wars movie too.
Right. But he's also an actor in a ton of movies. That new Free Guy movie, he was the villain.
Yeah.
He had his second most screen time behind Ryan Reynolds.
Like, he came out of nowhere.
Did you see that last summer?
Free Guy? No.
Yeah.
That's the video game one, right?
Yeah.
Where he's an NPC? Yeah, I never saw it.
It's okay.
It's alright.
I wouldn't highly recommend it.
Is it like every other Ryan Reynolds film?
Yeah, but that's why you watch it.
Oh, okay.
You take that as a bad thing. I take that as a very good thing.
He came out with a new one. It was like a Netflix special, The Adam Project.
Yeah, so that recently came out. I haven't seen it yet, but it's time travel.
Yeah.
So he goes back to find the kid version of him.
Yes.
And they go on an adventure.
Yep. It's got a 70 on Rotten Tomatoes. 69 actually.
And then he did the Netflix one with The Rock.
He did a movie with The Rock?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called Red Notice with Gal Gadot.
Huh.
I could have sworn we talked about it.
Oh, maybe we did a while ago.
But yeah. It's funny because like 2 years ago, Ryan Reynolds said he was.
Oh, I remember this now. Like seeing trailers and stuff for it.
Right, that one was really good.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds said he was taking like a break. He was gonna slow down, and all
You
of a
said
sudden
it was
he just
really
put out
good?
like 6 movies. What's that?
You said Red Notice was really good?
It's good.
Okay.
But the thing is, you have The Rock and Ryan Reynolds,
Mm-hmm.
so it's exactly what you expect.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna get like blown away, emotionally or visually or by the story.
Just like very stupid dialogue that comes off as funny and then
You call it
crazy
stupid.
action sscenes.
I think it's a funny action
Yes.
movie. Is it going to be anybody's favorite movie of all time? No. Am I going to watch it every 3 months? No. But you watch it once, you enjoy it, you move on.
Interesting. Oh, and by the way, yesterday I told Pietro that you were talking about him in the chat.
Oh, gosh. Pietro's our friend from the gym that shows up.
When we're not there.
He's kind of like a cool older brother that buys you beer, but then just walks out and doesn't show up. Like a boomerang that's thrown wrong.
Just so you know, he told me he never takes his chain off.
Oh, yeah.
Because you
Well,
commented on how cool it was.
he just looked like a cool guy. Saw him at work and no undershirt, chain.
I told him about my OnlyFans story. He liked that one.
Your OnlyFans store?
Yeah.
Oh, were you signed up to be on OnlyFans?
Yes.
How's that money coming in?
What?
How's the money coming in?
I got $10 for 1 month.
You paid them?
No, they paid me.
How many videos did you make?
I didn't make any videos. I put pictures of my feet on them.
Oh, really?
That's a joke.
And you got $10?
I got $10.
So someone paid for it?
Yes, and I still have one person that is like considered my fan, so they're still subscribed, but I took the money thing off.
Oh, really?
Well, I was like, because I did it as a joke, and I was like, there's no way people are gonna keep. But like somebody like stayed on as like a subscriber to me.
Did they? I have no shame, man. I'll take a bunch of pictures of my feet right now. Do they see pictures of you though?
No, they don't
And
see
they notice
pictures.
your feet. It's just your feet.
Yeah,
People are weird.
I know. I did it as a joke to mock people that do OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
and then it turned into like the weird thing about it too is I don't think there's actually like a search function. So it's like you have to pop up on like somebody's Discover page.
No, there's gotta be a search function.
I think you have to do like you type in OnlyFans.com and then you have to do /, but there's no like actual proper search function, or people put their links out on like Twitter and stuff. And you have to click through there.
Mm-hmm. That seems like it's counterproductive.
I don't know. It's weird.
I find it funny what OnlyFans has become. Because it started out as like an adult film content, and now it's just like, oh, you want to start a cooking show? Put it on OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's like people that are doing YouTube do it now because they can get money directly from them as opposed to having like ads and stuff.
Right. It's so weird.
It
We
is.
live in a weird time. Honestly, man, we should try and push this. Because straight up, what could you do with an extra $50 a month?
A lot.
Exactly.
That's like almost a full new video game.
You have a phone. Just do weird things with your feet.
I should make toe puppets and do like little plays with them.
By month 3, the big finale of this project is going to be you putting your feet in like food. We're going to buy like a piece of cake. And we'll just hose your feet off in between takes.
Can be red velvet.
Butter. No, so here's the thing. Depending on how much money they give you, depends on the cake. So all 5 of these weirdos.
Can we, if we get enough money, can we get it from the cake boss?
Just get a Cake Boss cake. Have to go to one of his stores. Excuse me, what do you have in a size 13?
Okay.
This is a cake.
Get like an actual shoe made. And then just put my foot in it.
A shoe cake.
Yeah.
And then you're putting your foot in the shoe.
I think he'd be on board if we told him what it was for.
Probably not.
Yes. But that was also probably like that movie I enjoyed. But like there was like a thing where like they were doing like changes like 4 months before the movie came out.
Yeah, they had three
And
different
they called in
directors.
what's his name? Ryan Howard.
Ron,
Ron Howard?
who's gotten. No, he's not doing it, but his daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard,
Who's doing the Ahsoka show.
Ahsoka show, she does The Mandalorian, but she's also got the third Jurassic Park movie coming out.
That's another thing. She came out and said, if you're a fan of the Clone Wars, the Ahsoka show is going to be one of your favorite things.
I did read that.
She's done a great job, whatever episode she's worked on for The Mandalorian or for the Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
She's done a great job. I'm very excited to have her running a show entirely.
Did you run into Jurassic Park at all? Because
No.
that was after you.
I didn't watch Jurassic Park, Jurassic Worlds.
First Jurassic World's really good. First Jurassic Park's really good. So what I like is they got this third movie coming out. They got the original cast from the first Jurassic Park back.
Oh, really?
So they're combining both the stories.
Ah.
So I'm excited for that one.
That's what they should have done with the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. Is somehow like... I'm taking this off because it's so hot.
Oh, you got coffee.
Yeah. And it's just like... Yeah, look at that steam coming out. You see that? It's been burning my mouth.
So in the sequel for Star Wars, you wanted like the original cast?
You know, it's a bummer that Han, Luke, and Leia aren't all together at once in the new ones.
I think the plan was to have that happen. No, because they snuffed out Harrison Ford really quick.
Yeah, because he was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
He's like, I'm not doing this.
He only came back to episode 9 because he got to work with Adam Driver again.
That's what he said, but it's because he got paid double what everyone else was getting paid.
For what, 10 seconds?
And then they broke his leg, so.
That was in episode 7, though. But it's like, yeah, they killed him before they even found Luke in the movie.
Right. So I don't know what their plan was with that.
Well, originally the way it was supposed to go is episode 7 was Han's movie, episode 8 was Luke's, episode 9 was Leia's, and then Carrie Fisher had to have a heart attack and screwed up episode 9's plan. Hey, that's what happens when you drink a Coca-Cola every day.
Not really, man. That's what happens when you like bank franchises on aging actors. Like the idea that they pushed Indiana Jones back 5 years at this point was such a gamble.
The movie is finished. What's his name? Mickelson? Mickelson? Oh, I forget his name.
Mickelson?
Hold
Actor
on.
or director?
He's an actor. He was the father in Rogue One, I believe.
So not like a well-known actor then.
No, he is a well-known actor. Mads Mikkelsen. You don't know him?
What's he been in?
Hold on. Wikipedia. It's this guy.
Oh, pale-face guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, list a couple things for the.
He was in Casino Royale.
Okay.
That should be a first one. Coco Chanel and Igor Stravinsky, Royal Affair, The Hunt, Hannibal, Death Stranding. Oh, Death Stranding was the video game though. He was in Rogue One. Oh, he plays Grindelwald in the Secrets of Dumbledore movie that just came out. Oh, I heard that's terrible.
Did it come out this weekend?
It came out last weekend.
I didn't even know it came out last weekend. I know people were in for it. So it went toe-to-toe with Sonic?
It must have.
Or was Sonic in week 2 when that came out?
Sonic may have been 2 weeks ago.
Either way, I'm not going to see it. The first
No,
one
yeah.
was okay. I wasn't.
Well, the second one got worse, and then the third one's even worse, apparently.
So.
Well, I heard that somebody that like reviewed it, who I watch on YouTube frequently, people call him Charlie because that's his name, but
Hezbollah?
his what?
Was it Hezbollah?
No.
Do you know who Hezbollah is?
The little Russian MMA guy.
18-year-old?
Yeah. No, Moist Critical was saying it's one of the worst movies he's ever seen in his life. He's like, there's 3 scenes in the movies that actually has to do with anything Harry Potter and with the actual plot of the movie. The rest of it is just like fill-ins.
My thing, people love Harry Potter, so of course they wanted to like spin off of that world, but people like Harry Potter for the characters.
Yeah.
I don't. It was such a big swing to do like a prequel series. I don't know. 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 I don't I don't know.
Ezra Miller's in this? That's
You heard
interesting.
about him? He got arrested again.
Oh yeah,
in
he's a
Hawaii?
head case. Well, wait, is it? It is a he, right?
I think he identifies as he still, but you saw the video not this last time. So he gets arrested for being drunk in Hawaii trying to fight people. He gets drunk in bars and like assaults people.
Yeah.
Did you see the video from a couple years ago, right before Justice League came out,
Yes.
where he's wearing a dress in a bar and then he punches a woman in the face?
Yes.
How is DC okay with this and Disney is like firing people for old tweets?
Well, how's Warner Brothers? Well, I guess.
Sorry, DC Warner Brothers thing.
Well, I guess it's a Harry Potter world, so I guess J.K. Rowling's fine with it. I don't know.
No,
Bird.
J.K. Rowling is famously not okay with it.
Oh yeah.
She's on the other side.
Yep. Yeah. No, she's like. She writes a letter to Warner Brothers. Can't let him in my movie. In my world.
It's such a weird time. My thing is just like I didn't really like his Flash take anyways in Justice League.
Yeah.
So the idea that they're making this Flashpoint movie to erase the last 6 DC movies. Again, I'm gonna go see it. I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I heard that they may be changing. DC wants to change their universe with how good the Batman did.
Mm-hmm.
To like kind of incorporate it all with that, but I'm like they're going to incorporate everything into this and then ruin the Batman.
I think you're right. At this point, like, because they tried it with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1 did really well. Wonder Woman 2 was awful. So they're just like, how do we make Justice League better? We'll make it funny. We'll make Ben Affleck tell jokes. So it's funny because Aquaman 1 was good.
There was a second one, wasn't there?
It's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
They've been working on it for a while.
like a battle against the First Order type of like ride. I think it's like one of those 4D rides.
Mm-hmm.
They have the smugglers running the money in Falcon, which that one's been there since the start. Droid Depot, where you can create your own droid, create your own lightsaber. Oh, they got blue milk there. Ronto Roasters. Okay, that's just a restaurant. But it's not like there's like rides there really. It's a lot of like, oh, go here, see some Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, here we go. I found a map. There are 2 rides. That's 2 I named.
So it honestly sounds just like they redid the 2 rides that were already there.
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever go on that one where it's like C-3PO takes you through like a...
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember, you're probably younger. Not that we went together, but that one was a long line.
Oh, yes.
That one was, you're in line for an hour.
I think my parents got the fast pass for me for that one because I wanted to go on it like 20 times.
I'm trying to remember because they changed Fast Pass so much. When we were down there, you got so many Fast Pass tickets per hour.
Yeah.
And then you could use them on whatever ride.
I'm surprised they don't have like a 4D ride, but it's like also like an arcade type of shooter where like you're in like an X-Wing or something, you have to like take stuff out, like targets and stuff. Like I'm surprised they don't have one of those. That'd be pretty cool. Or like, you know, like how the Money in Falcon has that gunner that like moves around like 360. Like, why don't they have like an arcade thing where like that's what you're doing?
You got me.
Like, they have the money. Put some stuff in.
They did a Star Wars hotel, and I guess it was so bad the first couple weeks of it opening that they canceled everyone's reservations.
Well, did you see like the rooms and stuff?
Yeah,
yeah, they were like...
They were so bad.
They were super small. There was like no windows in them, and they just kind of like put like a wallpaper over it. It was like, there you go.
Poster of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Hey Craig, you make that Star Wars hotel? Yeah. You ever watch the movies? No.
You know what's funny about you saying Craig? Is I'm pretty sure that's a name they bring up in the Lego Star Wars games for the Stormtroopers. They do like stupid little like skits, and they'll be like, "Hey Craig, did you see where I put that mouse droid earlier?"
That's funny. I meant to ask you because I'm just seeing tons of videos now from Lego Star Wars. Still enjoying it.
Oh, it's a great game. Right now, so I beat the entire like story mode part. Each movie took like 2.5 hours to go through, and now I'm going through and I'm getting all the collectibles because you have like these vast open world areas where like I have to go around Mos Eisley, I have to go around the Jundland Wastelands on Tatooine, I have to go around like the area in Jakku where like the Money in Falcon was found, like that entire like scrapyard area, and like find like all these collectibles and stuff because I want to unlock everything in the game, get 100% on it. It's like Lego Star Wars games are like the only ones I really care about doing that. And it's like I've had it for 2 weeks now, and I'm only like a quarter of the way through getting just one set of collectibles, not even like all the collectibles.
How much was it?
So I got the $80 version, which came with like 3 sets of character packs or something, 4 sets of character packs.
And the standard 60. I think we talked about
standard 70. Jeez. Well, that's for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. If you get the Xbox One, it's 60.
Okay.
And PlayStation 4 version.
Still, it's crazy.
But the game is like the one thing with it is like I think they should have used a different engine than the typical Lego engine. Which like the developers were saying that like it was a pain in the neck to work on this game because their engine was like outdated and wasn't able to handle this type of workload. The original plan was for them to go Unreal Engine 5, which just got released.
Yeah.
And I was like, they should have paid for the licensing and took that thing. Because the game, I think, would have been... Like, it definitely has some performance issues on it. But still a great game. I think they'll definitely make one more in the future that's, like, more refined and polished on a different engine. And one complaint that a lot of people are saying is... Because each episode only has 5 missions, and I think they could have done anywhere from like at least 7 to 10 missions per episode, and maybe made them longer. Like in episode 3, you don't get to do the battle over Coruscant. You just go onto the ship, you save Palpatine and fight Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I think like doing the battle on Coruscant beforehand would have been good. The whole Jedi arrest of Palpatine, you don't even get to do that fight. It's just a cutscene watching him kill the two and then Mace getting his arm cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that used to be a boss battle in the earlier games.
Yeah.
I just think they could have added probably a little bit more in terms of like what you could do for missions and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is that my car? No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a parking lot across the street. I heard it and I was like, someone hit someone's car.
But yeah, it's a great game. Like, the best way that people phrase it, and I agree, is it's not a Lego game with Star Wars in it. It's a Star Wars game with Legos in it.
That's good.
And it's like probably like a top 5 Star Wars game of all time.
That's impressive. They're getting good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we got going on. I heard an interesting Batman take the other day from the new movie.
Oh, what did you hear?
The director Kevin Smith was on his podcast talking. He goes, his partner Mark Bernardin, his take was, it was a great Batman movie where Batman solved nothing. Catwoman solved the big overall who's doing what. Which is true.
Yeah.
So Catwoman solved that. The first clue, Wit's black and blue and dead all over,
Yeah.
never addressed. They never solved that one.
That's true.
And all of the world's greatest detective, the only ones he solved were the simple ones that the audience figured out.
I guess I never even like really put that together, but
I wanted to see what you thought about that take.
I don't know, like, I guess you're not going to get every riddle.
And then he never caught the Riddler. The Riddler turned himself in.
Yeah. So, do you think the Riddler gets out of Arkham? He has to, at some point.
If it was a TV show, I would say yes. If it's the comic book, they get out all the time. My thing is, I hope they don't revisit him until 2 more movies.
I don't think he'll come. I think he's coming whenever the Joker comes.
Could be. I don't need to revisit the same villain twice, because there's so many.
Yeah. Did you ever see the deleted scene they put out?
Yeah, we talked about it.
That was a freaky looking Joker. Like, that makeup.
Oh, maybe we didn't. You and I didn't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad they cut it out. Is
Yeah.
my take on it. There was already so much in that movie we didn't need.
I really felt like the last like 30 minutes of the movie, there's a lot of that they could have taken out.
That's the take from a lot of people.
Yeah.
I was okay with it.
I was okay with it, but like I can understand like people not wanting it to be in there because it's not like it added too much. They could have done it in a more condensed form, I feel like.
Well, now I know the next time I watch which parts I'm skipping.
Yeah. I really like the going through like each little riddle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I worry that like I want them to somehow keep the riddles in there in the next one in a way.
Oh, well, that's kind of... I think it's going to be a mystery. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be less riddles, but a mystery.
I need more of that detective stuff because it definitely like it engages you as the audience more.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't like though is they never. I feel like they should have had the Riddler doing stuff in like the background in these scenes, so then like you would have been like, wait, is that guy the Riddler?
You mean Joker? Or you're talking about have the Riddler not tell us who the Riddler is?
I think like when they did the reveal at the end of
Mm-hmm.
who he was as like a normal person, like if we like had no idea who the actor looked like or anything prior, like if he was like in the background maybe interacting with Batman once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
and like based off like his like expressions and stuff, you would
So,
be able to like
who the killer is.
yeah, be able to figure out like, hey, like maybe he's actually the Riddler, and then at the end like the big reveal and like he was kind of like a little more close than like you would have thought.
The other reason, not to keep jumping back, I'm glad they didn't have the Joker in this one, because he's already in Arkham.
Yeah.
That means we missed the entire story of Batman catching the Joker.
So what's his name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
What about him?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You said, what's his name, so I just guessed.
The director was saying for the Joker, this isn't the same Joker we see in the other movies. This is a very young Joker. And he's like, this is before he becomes the Prince of whatever he's called, the Prince of...
Clown crime.
Yeah, he's like, this is him, like, destroyed almost. Like, this is before he fell into a vat or anything. He's
so
like...
that doesn't make sense.
Simu Liu, Emma Mackey.
So America Ferrera, she's from Superstore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was a child actress too. She was in a bunch of stuff.
This here.
So honestly, they got some comedians in there.
Well, Will Ferrell signed on.
Oh, did he?
Michael Cera's in it.
Yeah, so this is going to be a funny movie.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be like the Lego movie, or if they're going to actually throw like plastic coating on these actors and go from there.
I need them all to sit and like wax before going out. That's how they get the plastic look. I forgot there's also that Wonka movie coming out with Timothy Chalamet. Is that his name? Chalamet?
I did hear that. Is that another one?
It's another one.
Is it like a sequel, or are they rebooting Wonka?
The story will focus specifically on a young Willy Wonka and how he met the Oompa Loompas.
Who is asking for this?
One of his early.
I didn't even watch the Johnny Depp one. I barely watched the original, but now we need a dark origin of him going to Africa to meet the Oompa Loompas and enslave them in his factory. How is he going to come out as a hero?
He's dressed the same way, though, I think, as the Johnny Depp one, too. Like, this looks more like the Johnny Depp one than the, what's his name, the guy that died? The original Wonka. Gene Wilder.
Yes.
So maybe it's a prequel, but have you ever heard the crazy theory about about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp one?
No, which one?
So, that's definitely not the one I was looking for. There's some movie I want to say with Chris Evans where they say that's the Snowpiercer, and the theory is that Snowpiercer is a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which I've never seen that movie.
I didn't see either of them.
The original.
They're gonna M Night Shyamalan.
M Night. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name.
They're gonna M Night it, and then just by the third movie, they're all connected.
Yes. You can't. The original Willy Wonka was so good. I don't know why they need to ruin it.
Well, I mean, I grew up watching it, so I don't have any desire to watch it again.
That boat scene scars me.
Same.
To this day.
Yeah. Awful. That's exactly why I don't watch it. It's because it's imprinted on me as a kid, like, oh, this is terrifying.
I think he improvised that scene too a little.
I believe it.
Like, I think Gene Wilder, like, went completely off script during that and made it, like, way creepier than it had to be. It's like he's working with these, like, 4-year-old actors.
So weird.
Got anything else?
I'm trying to think what else has been going on.
Nothing really. I accidentally, on Twitter the other day, saw a potential clip from the Obi-Wan series without even realizing.
Can't do it.
Well, I was, like, on Twitter, and, like, I was looking at this, I was like, what is this? And I looked closer. I was like, wait, I've never seen that before in a Star Wars thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and it's, like, saying this is a leak, and I'm like, what?
Well, once Elon Musk takes over Twitter, we won't have this problem.
That's another big thing. What did he do? Like, it was, like, $43 billion he offered or something?
So he bought a bunch of stock options.
Yep.
And if he gets a couple more people on his side, he'll own 51%. Which means you can make a hostile takeover.
He is such an interesting individual. It's so, like, I don't know, like, what him owning Twitter is going to add to his life, but...
I think it's just a billionaire doing billionaire things. The problem is now that Twitter's board is aware this could happen, they're putting it into their, I don't know what they call it, their company bylaws.
Yeah.
If you own more than 15%, you can't do that. Which is crazy. So that's how scared they were.
Yeah, he's, I don't know. But does that mean, like, that must mean that he, like, thought through, like, possibly making his own social media and was like, there's no way it will be as big as Twitter?
Probably. I think it's just gonna cut off the middleman. Could he do it? Yeah. But it's gonna take him 10 years.
But it would have also been cheaper.
You think so?
If you made his own platform?
I think it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta think about how many platforms have come and gone since Twitter. I thought Facebook would be done by now. I thought that would have been replaced. Same thing with Twitter.
Facebook's hanging around. Facebook's still alive, though, because of Instagram.
Well, they did buy Instagram, so...
They bought Instagram, and now they're kind of, like, integrated with one another.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I've been off it for so long, I couldn't even tell you.
I don't really go on social media. I'll go on once like, part of it is because all my accounts got hacked into, and I was like, well...
There goes all that feet money.
Well, it's like... Then it's like you have to go through, like, all these, like, processes. Like, changing the password. In some of them, you have to, like, re-verify yourself. So it's like I have to, like, send, like, a picture of my ID and stuff so, like, they know it's me, and it's just, like, a pain in the neck, so when I stop using it. And then by the time I get it back, I'm like, well, I don't really need it.
Mm-hmm. As I say, you don't really promote yourself too much in the personal training on there, so...
Also, right now I'm not doing it because it's like I just don't have time.
Right.
And
you get enough foot traffic in the gym.
Oh yeah. Like like right now, like I have that new person that you saw me train the other day. I'll probably have her for a bit. I have a new person that's gonna start. I told them when my school ends in a couple weeks, I was like, then we can start working. I was like, right now, I don't have the time.
Right.
And he was fine with that. And then we'll probably, like, summer... Joe says there's no trends at the gym. I feel like summer is definitely the busiest time for us. Like, the spring, summertime frame, when it's warmer out. And it's like, we're going to have people walking in and out of there.
You also get that New Year's resolution boost.
We didn't really get that much this year, though.
No, not this year. I thought Joe said he was cutting off new members, no? Did he have to do that?
We weren't taking in new members this year because he was gone at that time.
Okay.
Because he didn't want too many new members while he was gone and while I was, like, trying to fill in with school and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But, all right, man. We're just under an hour. I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to say to the fans before we sign off?
Be brave in this dark, dark world.
Don't let others tell you what to do.
COVID's back, baby.
All right, we've been Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco.
I will catch you next week.